This is Jonathan Agger, fifth pro boxing fans, joined by Matty Harris. You just told me you're in Scotland. I've seen you're sparring Martin Bakoli. How's
That's the
that
one. Yeah, it's going good. I'm enjoying it. I said it's good work. You've seen what Bacoli's like, so I don't think the last fight was a very good representation of himself, but it is what it is. You've seen what he's like against the likes of Jared Anderson and Tony Yoka, Carlos Takam. So that said, it's good work. You learn a lot from him. Learn a lot.
So, Matty, seems like you're gaining some good momentum in your career. Last out in Brighton on that Harlem Eubank card. Dealt with the guy pretty comfortably. Yeah, it must be
That's it.
to get in the ring and carry on this good form.
That's it. I'm just waiting for a date now. Looking to be back in the ring. I'm always ready. You know what it's like. I said I'm not sure what other fighters do, but Peter keeps us in the gym year round. We're always learning, always improving. Obviously, we're not always sparring, but little bits like this say is very good learning experience. So sparring with the likes of Bacoli, we'll take it when we can get it. But most of the time, we're locked away in the gym, still working away, always staying fit. And obviously, when it comes to fighting, we just ramp it up a bit. So yeah, I'm ready to go whenever. Looking forward to it.
Is there anything you take from your last fight?
Mm, I don't think it went on long enough for me to be able to take anything from it. Um, Again, I felt a bit. It was different being back in there. I'd been out 9 months, and at this stage of my career, to be out for 9 months is a long time to be out.
Mm.
But like I said, nevertheless, we got back in there. So and I got a win. Peter was happy, but obviously we're still even in. I suppose actually, yeah, in the couple of minutes I was in there, I was able to take away a little bit and go back and just keep improving. There's always things to improve on. Unless you're a perfect fighter, there is always going to be things that you can improve on. So that's what we're doing.
So, there's a lot of guys you can face. You've probably got one eye on this weekend. David Adelaide, Jamie TKV.
Yeah,
You want the winner of that?
I will take. As I said this before, I'll take anyone. The winner said I would love a shot at the British title. I think that would be a great stepping stone to move on to bigger and better things within the next. I don't even. I'd love to say amount of fights, but I don't know when as and when I'm going to get them. But so it'll be within the next 12 to 18 months. That's where I want to be aiming. I'll be 26 by then, and yeah, I think that's where that's a good stepping stone in the right direction.
Who have you got in that fight?
Honestly, I get on well with Jamie as well. So, but I think Jamie's a very underrated fighter. He's quite slick. He's very rugged. He's difficult to hit clean, and he doesn't really slow down. He tends to pick up the pace as he moves through the round. So, as I said, I'm not sure he's got a good jab, good fundamentals. Adelaide is a very explosive fighter, and I think, in my opinion, unless he catches him early, catches Jamie cold. Sorry, I'm literally just eating. Sorry.
Good.
Well, yeah, unless he catches Jamie cold, I've got a feeling Jamie will take it down the stretch.
There's a lot of heavyweight fights to go through, so don't want to keep you too long, but I've got a lot of
I don't mind.
a lot
You're
of
all right, mate.
questions to ask you. Main event, people saying last chance saloon for Joyce and Hrgovic. Uh,
Yep.
you've sparred Joyce, I believe. Uh,
Yeah.
I don't know about Hrgovic. Who have you got in that?
No, I actually got asked to go out to Croatia to train with Hrgovic for this fight, but we got Peter said to go to Bacoli, so that's where I've ended up going. Um, Honestly, I think Hrgovic. I think again he's got a bit more left in the tank. Hrgovic again is another really underrated fighter. Um, Again that fight with Daniel, I think whilst it was a good win for Daniel, he was cutting him to ribbons with his head. He wasn't. It wasn't so much the punches that were slashing up his eyes. It was he couldn't. He got both of his eyes cut from head clashes. it's falling behind his shots and dunking with the top of the head. So uh, honestly, I think Hrgovic, he's got too much in his arsenal. If you watch him as well, he's quite a smart fighter. When he was boxing Daniel and he was shooting the right hand straight, when Daniel moved his hand in, he started arcing it around the side to land it. As I said, he is quite an intelligent fighter. I think he'll have learned a lot from um, the hopeful. Maybe he'll learn a lot from the loss against Dubois. And I think Joyce is probably you don't like saying it, but I'm not sure how much he's got left. He's nearing 40, um, and obviously, well, there's only so many shots you can take on the chin. Do you know what I mean? When you're known for having a good chin, that's not a good thing. That's not a good sign. So as I said, we're all humans. We're not meant to take punches to the head. We're not built for that. So as I said, and Hrgovic hits very hard, and especially in the early rounds, he's quite relentless. So if I had to bet on anything, I'd probably bet on Hrgovic getting him out of there.
And if that does happen, I guess a lot of people would say, look, Joe's like you say at 40 years old, that'll be the end, wouldn't it?
Yeah, yeah, it is. But to be honest, I didn't think he looked too bad against Chisora. Like, he all right, albeit he got dropped and sat down. But Chisora seems to be one of these fighters. I don't know. It's like he's having an Indian summer in his career. Like, he somehow pulled out two wins against Joyce and Wallin about 18 months ago. Everyone was saying he was shot to bits. So, Chisora's a hard night's work for anyone, to be honest. But yeah, and he did look fit. He could go for the rounds. You said it. I would again. It's one of them. I'd probably go if I think Hrgovic will either stop him or win on points. But I could see him Joyce giving him a little bit towards the back end of the fight if he's still in there.
Speaking of Chisora, a lot of talk that well he wants to fight Daniel Dubois. Good idea or
Yeah.
bad idea?
No, no. Again, as I said, dude, I can't speak for him because who knows how he feels, but that he don't need that, man. He's what 42. Dubois is literally nearly 20 years younger than him. He's 26, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, he don't, and he's a big, strong, powerful man. Like, he doesn't need that. He doesn't need that. I'd like to see him. If anything, I'd like to see him in with Usyk, just because he give him a close run for his money in the first fight, and I don't think Usyk would really knock him out.
Mhm.
But yeah, and I don't think Usyk would really hurt him. I just think that Dubois fight, as I said, he's just young and powerful, man. I don't see that going well.
If Dubois doesn't fight Chisora, do you think he
Yep.
should fight Usyk next or Joseph Parker?
Again, it's from a business perspective. If you're Dubois and you get another shot at Usyk, you take that. Like that just makes sense. But boxing fans would want to see him in with Parker again. I think Parker deserves a shot one way or another. Out becoming a two-time heavyweight champion. He's obviously performed well in his last fight. He's had a good run of performances, and for whatever reason, however, Daniel was sick and whatnot in his last fight, but that's not Parker's problem. He was in there, he turned up, he did a job. He prepped to do the job and he went in there and done it. So whether it was Daniel, Bacoli, whoever else was in there, um, Parker was ready to do a job and get a shot at the title. So I think he was a little bit hard done to there. And to be honest, I'd like to see him have a shot. I think that'll be a great fight. I do think it'd be a great fight.
What was your reaction when you saw Jake Paul call out Joshua?
Oh, Jake Paul would get cut in half by Anthony Joshua. He knows it as well. He would get decapitated. Like it doesn't matter. Even a 40-year-old, 45-year-old version of Anthony Joshua would knock out Jake Paul now. That's just the way it is. He could be absolutely shot to bits, and he would still beat Jake Paul. He's not a good enough boxer. He doesn't. He probably trains well as an athlete, but the minute he will get cracked on the chin. I just don't see that going well at all.
So
It's
obviously,
one of the Mickey Mouse fights, isn't it? But if they can make it and both get paid a dog load of money for it, fair play to them. I don't blame them, but yeah, I don't think that would not be wise.
so you said at 45, Joshua would still knock out Jake Paul. If he
Yeah,
was,
yeah.
would you go as high as 58 when he fought Mike Tyson, or at that point is it?
Nah, nah, nah. At that point, it's one of them. It's like when he fought Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson was an old man. Like that's someone's granddad. Like that's that's I couldn't believe it. But yeah, as I said, that was just a little Mickey Mouse show. And fair play to him. But as I said, I don't think that version of Mike Tyson would have beat anyone. Sorry, thank you. So
Final
yeah,
final two questions. Another fight you've probably got your eye on. The winner
go
of
on.
Dave Allen and Johnny Fisher, the rematch. How do you think that's
Yeah,
going to play out?
honestly, I haven't got the foggiest idea. Um, how do I think that fight goes? Probably Fisher. I'll go with Fisher for the win. I think he's got more space to learn and improve. Um, but to be honest, that's one of them fights I don't really. It's in no direction of either way for me. As I said, I'm eyeing up titles, so whoever. Good luck to the both of them. But it doesn't bother me who wins that. But if I had to give an opinion, yeah, I'd say Fisher. I think he's got more space to learn. And I think he would have learnt a lot from the last fight, especially in terms of pacing himself. They're mistakes that most novice fighters have made. I made them mistakes. So, and I've learned from it. So I think he will too. And go out there and because as I said, he was winning them early rounds too convincingly. He didn't need to go in there and beat the brakes off him. Do you know what I mean? Because Dave Allen's a tough man. He's going to be difficult to stop. So when he's learning them clean shots, he could have just taken them and sat the rest of the round behind his jab. Do you know what I mean? And just kept just to pace himself. But obviously he's gone in there to try and do the business and ended up blowing up a little bit. But fair play to him. They're both quite like tough men. And yeah, all the best to both of them.
Lastly, Matty, April 26th, we've got the Eubank-Benn fight. Uh, you were actually meant to be on the undercard, I believe,
Yep.
as the first one. Has Eubank Jr. paid you the money yet?
No, of course he ain't.
He said he's going to pay everyone on the undercard.
Yeah, uh, yeah, and Santa Claus is real, mate. Like, uh, again, I imagine a lot of these things are said for marketing purposes. If he meant it, he meant it, and that's brilliant. But that was he, I don't expect nothing from anyone. It's that kind of business. Like you don't expect handouts, you don't expect nothing from anyone. If he's gonna do it, great. If he's not, it is what it is, and not gonna lose any sleep over it. Um, as I said, if he did, that would be obviously a very nice gesture. But it's one of them things, isn't it?
Does he
You got
beat
you got
Ben?
you got huh?
Does he beat Ben, in your
Does
opinion?
he beat Ben? I think he can. Yeah. Depends how he makes a weight. I think him boiling himself down and sweating out the weight isn't he, and he already looks tight at the weight anyway. Um, that could affect his punch resistance. Plus, he's not getting any younger. But I think he's definitely got the skills to do it. He definitely does, and he has boxed at a much higher level than Conor Benn.
Hmm.
Do you know what I mean? Albeit he might have come up short a few times, but you put his resume next to Ben's. I'd say Eubank's got the better resume. Ben has beat who's he beat? Algieri, Vargas, and
Van
what was
Heerden.
his name? Van Heerden. Van Heerden was. 42, was he, or something like that? I can't remember. Algeria was 1 foot in, 1 foot out. He'd already started his commentary career at that point. Don't get me wrong, they're good wins. Like, these guys are not idiots. At the very least, they would know how to survive in there. Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
And he's gone in there and blasted them out. As I said, Conor Benn is a very good fighter. I rate him a lot. But I'm not sure. To be honest, that's why it's interesting. That's why we're going to watch it.
Love to
Because
hear that.
who is going to win? I'm not sure. He might not carry that same power moving up in weight, but to be honest, if you're explosive and you've got the weight behind your shots, you're gonna hit hard anyway. So it'll be interesting. I'll definitely be watching it anyway.
Well, we'll definitely be watching your return. We look forward to seeing you back in the ring. Tell everyone where to follow you.
Hello. Follow me on Instagram at real Matty Harris. Figured I'm on Twitter as well, and I don't know other places. You better just looking at Peter Fury's social media or be on there. But yeah, follow me on what I think Wasserman Boxing uploaded a bit to me, and yeah, my own Instagram.
So June, you're thinking.
Gene for the return. I think so.
Yep.
Hopefully, as I said, to be honest, I've said this before. I'm going to be in the gym working. I'm not. I don't bank on any dates. Just call me when it's time to fight, and I'll be there.
Mate, appreciate your time. Speak to you soon.
Top man. Appreciate you.